Yo, just a quick video going over my KB champ build. I mostly took big ducks, I think it was build. I kind of just improved on it, see how far I could push it. I already had a Slayer, like it was 96 or something, so I just want to keep the character without leveling. Push it to 100 on this build quite easily, just AFK in some luck rooms basically, right clicking. But yeah, basically, differences from this build, I'm running Mage Blood. It's got Maginoid skin, ignore that. And Nimes, run Slash Brace. I tried Curtainies, I didn't hit anything. I've still got some more to do, I think. But ideally, I would have attack speed or Frenzy on this, or maybe both. Maybe attempt chains, but then I have to get like +1 curse somewhere. I don't know, I'll think about it. And I'm running Spell Inversion, so basically I'm just blocking everything. Average one, these are like 40 div, nothing crazy. Like Essence, T1 Spell, Veil Prefix, and then Multimod, that's all it is. I'm running Elevated, Onslaught Elevated, Tailwind, Elusive with a chosen Cannot Be Chilled boots. Average loading chest. I only need 10% on this, which is very cheap to get. I ended up getting 12 like ages ago and just kept it. Chaos Res, Life, Res, more reservation, reduce attacks. Replica, this just needs as much as flat lightning as possible, and I need 50 int because I'm literally on 188, which is my minimum required for the wand. 171, 202. In hideout, I'm on 30k armor. I'm running wine. This could be the ruby, what you call it, shaper flask, for extra project, whatever. Wine is just nice to team up with overall. Gives you like Headhunter, Soul Eater, and a bunch of other stuff that's just nice. I'm running silver with a crit chance. This is mostly to get myself crit capped as much as possible. In hideout, I'm about 50%. This should be about 60 to effectively crit cap me. And then because I'm running elevated onslaught, I get more attack speed and movement speed while I have onslaught. So it's kind of like double dipping the tailwind stuff. With 25% effect of tailwind, I get 10% action speed, which is better than implicit, and I can guarantee the implicit chaos res on the fugitive boots instead. You can swap this for wyvern, you can swap this for two-tone, it doesn't really matter. I'm running Quicksilver with Rarity. On the very rare maps that are very juicy and I don't want to die, I will run Reflect, just because I will die to my Tempest Shield proccing at this point, which is a bit unfortunate, but I don't have an easy way to fix this, so I need the Tempest Shield. Running 7 charges, a drop replica badge. I'm running Flesh and Stone with the Masterful Form. This gives me +1 Frenzy and it matches Max Frenzy with Max Endurance. So on 774, I'm running 20% Blind, 100% Poison Avoid, and like, well, I think 30% Mark Effect, something like that, doesn't matter. For the only strength node on this tree, I got 0.3% life regen, because I don't need strength really. I think this is like, what is this, 5 flat life? I'll just take the 5 regen instead, it gives me, yeah, 8.7 regen. And then yeah, Thread of Hope, this is a CB, it's expensive, but I need CB somewhere. This, that's all it is. You can drop this, you can path to it manually if you wanted to, doesn't really matter. This gives me basically perma charges while mapping, and I need this for life and block. I'm running Impossible Escape to this, gives me endurance while bossing, and this gives me max block chance. And normal cluster, fuel opportunistic with attack speed synth, I was just lucky. And then I'm running Riot Queller with Precise. And I've got this duel. This is the best stat you can probably get. It's a 16 spell while holding shield, 10 spell, 12 multi, and then 3 spell block to give me 65, 65. Yep. With spelling, that's obviously lucky. And I'm running this Watcher's Eye, which is precision multi, RAV percent. The last mod doesn't matter, but I've got the flash charge on crit. This kind of gives me some flash charges for the wine while I'm uber bossing or whatever. I don't really uber boss with this, just mostly a mapping build. Running Lethal Pride, this gives me max 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, this one 4, with double damage. This doesn't matter. Fire rest is nice, it doesn't really matter too much. And then 10% reduced from crits, which is okay at best. This node, Blood Drinker, is basically all the life regain I need while mapping. If I open a box, my health was full. I'm running the extra infused, mostly for crit cap. I'm running this for lightning pen, 1 projectile with a full wheel. I think the left side is slightly better, but it depends how much attack speed you already have, and if you're not going accuracy with what before for ton hit, then you might need the right side instead. Adrenaline with this Corrupting Fever, so I press it, I get adrenaline for 20 seconds. I mostly do that on bosses, or sometimes during the map I'll just press it. Fortify, more attack speed, run Celestial Brace for 45 stacking. This gives me 34. If you have Replicate Badge, it goes up to 39 or 40, depending how many endurance charges you have. It's a good defense layer, but it's a bit conditional because you need endurance, and then I don't mind. 34 is more than enough for this build. Point blank, Iron Reflexes, I convert everything. 30k in hideout, I can jump rarity and take this up to like 40k with armor suffix. Crit, multi, frenzy, reduced, reservation. This one doesn't really matter. I take it for all res, which is nice. Max hold is okay, but I take it mostly for +1 fortification, so I get +4 from next duel. Talked about this. Impossible escape, and that's basically the tree. I get Assassin's Mark, Mark on hit with Blood Rage, doesn't need to be linked. This is giving me crit and crit multi against marked enemies. This gives me power charge on hit, 5% when I hit them and they're marked. Run this mastery, which gives me frenzy charge on marked hit, and I get this for endurance charge when I am hit. This gives me full charges during bossing, and basically constantly during mapping. I'm allocating Arcane Sanctuary for spell block, spell damage, reduce elements. If you can't run this, if you don't have enough spell block, you run this one, Safeguard, which is fine, but it's ES on block, which I don't really have ES. My only ES comes from these boots, so it doesn't really matter. In terms of 6-link, Kinetic Blast, Sacred Wisp is mandatory. Added Lightning Awaken is kind of mandatory. You need as much flat as you can get, and this is a massive source of that. I am grafting this one, Gemcraft, +1. It doesn't matter that much, I think it's like 4 or 5%, but it's basically one passive for 5% more damage, it's pretty good. Awaken Elemental Damage, this is for Elo Reflect. Again, I die to Tempest Shield proc sometimes on very rippy maps. For those I swap with this flask. Just crafted reflected damage, this makes me immune. And for my Merc, I swap with the Dawn Strider. There's my other links. Emotical Cast when I'm shaken, doesn't really matter. It's kind of expensive on mana, so you don't have to run this. Yeah, 65 mana, so I basically have to be full on mana to even proc that, so it's whatever. Shield Charge, Flame Dash. This can be a Frost Blink, so you can apply Chilling Grounds. A Spellslinger called Nado. This is for the fork that I'm using here. Oh yeah, the last 2 sockets are Volatility and Awakened Fork. So I'm not running Chain, I'm not running Pierce, and I'm just forking instead, which gives me a ton more projectiles, and every time I cast, they'll hit the tornado, fork out, and then come back with Nimbus. Yeah, wine is not mandatory. You can swap this for the ruby shaper flask, whatever it's called. Dying Sun, it was, which gives you more proj, but you basically have to click it yourself with extra charges on kindling, but you basically get no uses other than like random procs in the map, which is a bit boring. Wine is kind of fun to play with. You have some nice buffs, you get Headhunter, you get Solita. It's just kind of nice to have. Nimbus, I'm running Crab. Crafted this myself at some point. This is just all rest, Chaos Rest -7, life, low 30 Crab with elemental damage. I swapped a replica badge for this. This is another like 30% more damage. But you just need to run those 2 jewels, which typically will get you about 6% each, so you're sacrificing what, like 12% to get more, get like 25 to 30% more, and you get res, and you get like more attributes and stuff. I think it's a bad choice. You just have to be able to invest into the Forbidden Flash. They're not expensive, they're about 7 div and 3 div, not 10 div. Yeah, it's about 17 div for that. Nothing crazy. Svalin, Perfect Svalin. I picked this up for like 60 div like 2 weeks ago. It's like 110 now. It is what it is. In terms of Merc, I'm running Storm Zealot, I-84, Doriani, Calendar Reflecting this ring. It's -112. This gives them fucking
done.
buying. -192. Calendar breaks. It works fine. It's just the display breaks sometimes because of how the mercs work. I'm running Kions at the moment. I might swap this. I don't think this is the best build, but I'm running this mostly for the implicit wrath percent. I'm getting wrath on this, 58% with chance to block spell with a staff. I'm running this, just a normal life res, yes. I'm taking an MC Fit reduced life regen, which is pretty nice. Lightning recoup as life, which is pretty nice. I'm running Extinguish, Suppress, again, just life res, Avoid, and Sap Ground. He's got Chill Avoidance from here as well. Perkle Stow, and a normal Doriani. It's, I would prefer, I think Storm and Zealot is the best one, mostly because you get, I think this is Infamous as well. But this is Wrath, Divine Eye, Chance to Shock. It's pretty nice. I think he gets like 40% shock when he hits this. It's pretty good. The biggest thing about this merc is you get an extra tornado with cooldown recovery moderation. This is a very nice damage boost because he will basically have permanent tornado for you as well. In case you're running like cannot recover maps, cannot regen, and you just basically cannot trigger your own tornado because you don't have the mana for it, for example. So he will basically give you a free tornado for you all the time. It's very good. Wave of Conviction doesn't matter because we are Dory. If you went Doriani, this would be nice because this would give him exposure for lightning. And Unnerving Blast, which makes them take 10% more spell damage, I believe. Something like that. And again, he's got shock chance and he's casting this all the time, basically, especially on bosses, so it's very good. What else? And yeah, I swapped to Dawn Strider. If I need to run a Elo Reflect and I don't want him to die, I will give him this boost to give him Ancestral Bond. These are very cheap, even corrupted, like 2 div, no problem. Instead of the replica, whatever they are, the Chaos Boots. Shove them back in here. Let's run a quick map so you can just see what the build plays like. Typically I run Containment. I've been running them pretty much all league so far. What am I on? I'm like 300 Road Dogs, 18 Sacreds, 28,000 Uniques. Is that Uniques? Yeah, Unique Monster Sign. It's pretty good. I've played 11 days so far on this. Quite a lot. I started like a week or 2 late. I haven't played it from day one. But anyway, let's roll this real quick. Typically I would run like 120, 130 quant with some currency like this. This is... I'm not gonna... I could run this. I could run this, and I have run some risks without too much of a problem. It's just they're a massive pain in the ass to do. So drowning orbs is whatever, I can just dodge them. But 3% reduce is kind of massive. And then I don't want to run reflect as well, just painful. We can do this. So this is 147 quant, more scars, more labs. This last mod, players 3 out of 10, it doesn't really matter. What you'll see is I just lag and drop to like 10 FPS when that procs, but I'm not gonna die, so that's fine for me. Let's run it real quick. There should be no boxes in this first room because they can't spawn here. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, just press adrenaline, press my blood rage, and lag this shit out of this map. Until this drops 1 and everything dies. Okay. And back to 120. Yeah, this is an annoying mod, but it's not like you can't do it. It's just you just have to either time your boxes, or you just have to deal with the lag every few seconds. So I'm just gonna wait for this. We can mitigate all of the mods. I can take all of the ether altars. I haven't really mentioned it, but I'm running Sapphire and Topaz, so I can get even more resistance. This is mostly so I can take the minus 60 res ether altars. I'm immune to chill, I'm immune to freeze, shock, poison, and bleeding, with CB as well. This is coming from Tempest Shield, it's coming from Arctic Armor, give me freeze. I got poison from the tree, and I've got bleed from this mastery here, which allowed me to drop Storm Shard that I was using before, and it freed up a Silkex on my mage bot as well. But anyway, boxes on how. Let's find the boss. Where is he? I can show you a single target a bit. This is probably the worst boss against this build, because he'll kind of go immune, and with the bad again mod, but he will just melt. That was with 137. He has a shield, no problem.
They shouldn't take a moment.
Can I get an orb? Autumn bats, thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna bore you. I can clear all the boxes. It doesn't care about. The only mods that can't kill this is the blood sensors, the searing runes, basically all of the ground dots. That's the biggest issue with this build. I'm not ignite immune either, so sometimes you'll see a box or a mob will ignite me and I just can't do anything. I need to get some some life leech somewhere. I might change my clusters for that. But the life leech map node is kind of common, and I don't want to exclude it either, so it's just one of those. And yeah, that was caustic ground, I think. If I can mostly tank caustic blood, it's just if I'm like looting 20 stacks of random orbs, and if I don't notice it, I can die. Let's see if I can find one. Caustic bloods. Yes. Any of these caustic? Oh god. 5 FPS. You can do it. 3 FPS. Okay. Oh yeah, so here's caustic, so that's the kind of damage I'll take. It's not a lot, but it's still something, and you have to kind of mitigate it. It's why I'm taking Arakali with Aberrath for Burning Ground. So I can deal with Burning Ground, that's no problem, but caustic, I can't really do it. Even the... which one was it? This one? There was this one, Shikari. Even with this, it's reduced. It's not even immune to, it's just reduced damage caustic. So you kind of want to avoid them because you will eventually die. Shaper is a problem because his beam does, I think, cold and lightning damage over time. and they aren't hit, so you can't block them or anything. So it's mostly just about dealing with damage of tank sources in this build. I think the build's good. It's a bit expensive to get it to a stage where I am at. So that was minus 60. That puts me at 83. Oh, that's with. Hold on, let's click this up. No, I don't have it yet. So yeah, that puts me at 83, 98 rest with minus 60 ether altars. Yeah, I'm gonna loot this later. Doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the kind of the build. I was gonna start the boss, but I don't wanna. I wanna loot the rest of the map. Yeah, I found quite a bit. Bought my mirror for like 600 div. I spent like 200 div on random upgrades today. I still have more shit to corrupt, more implicits to get. Ideally, I would mirror a wand. It's just there aren't really perfect ones for me. I've seen some explodey ones, but the roll with instacky mods, which isn't quite what I'm after. What else? Let me show you POB as well. On POB, I'm about 74 mil. This is per proj. Obviously, this is forking, this is returning. I don't know how you want to calculate that, but that's, yeah. 48 explosion, 74 projectile hits. There's a shit ton of projectiles. I'm actually lagging myself to death when I click on the box and they're immune to damage, just because there's that many projectiles. 88 spell block, 100% suppress, 164 max hits, max fist hit, 1.4k EHP, 1.4 mil rather. And this is with cheating returning proj. I've got merc stuff in here, hits lucky, 96 aura effect on nerf. I'm gonna get rid of this belt. I think I'll just need to find a better alternative for him. And I've got a 27 Wrath, which is what he should have at level 84. But everything else should be very conservative, nothing crazy, nothing cheating. I'm getting like, I think 38, 40 shock, but I'll drop it down to 30, just to keep it more averaged out kind of thing. All of these buffs I could probably untick and they'll be permanently active anyway, so this doesn't really matter. And these are minus 192 with Doriani. Yeah, you can stalk me on POB, or whatever you like. And I'm gonna end it here. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know, and we'll see how it goes. I'll see you later. Bye bye.